In today's local business spotlight, we're meeting the gentleman behind One Family Financial. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Please meet Ron Adams and Chad Sontag.
Thanks for having us.
All right, tell us a little bit about One Family Financial. How long have you been in business and what services you provide?
Well, we've been in business here in Chattanooga for over 20 years. We moved up here from Florida. It's too hot in Florida, actually. But about 40 years been in business myself. And we help people that are getting ready to retire and not planning, and they need to plan. You know, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So that's what we're trying to do, is get people where they can do that and not lose their money, because once you lose your money, this makes retirement really hard.
Right. Now, speaking of planning for retirement, is there a step-by-step process? Is it a one-size-fits-all strategy, or what do we need to know?
Well, we actually don't believe in a one-size-fits-all, but we have partnered with a national organization called Retirement Architecture, and they've developed a financial blueprint, a retirement blueprint is what they call it. And the thought process is you wouldn't build a home without a blueprint. Don't plan your retirement without one. And so what they do is we gather specific financial information about the individual, and we put it into this format that they've provided for us. And their analysts sit back and go through all that data and figure out, okay, this is what could potentially save you some money or reduce your tax implications, because a lot of people don't realize the amount of taxes that they're going to pay over the course of, say, 40 years of retirement, and that can be a huge form of savings alone. So we're really excited to be working with that organization, and we've already seen some tremendous gains in individuals' retirements through that.
So everything you do is going to be customized then, and it's going to be for every individual.
Absolutely.
Talk to me a little bit about keeping our money safe. A lot of people have varying levels of risk that they're comfortable with. Maybe it's age dependent. Is there a way to still invest in the stock market, but maybe lower that risk, or what are some of our options?
Well, there's things that you can do that really work great. We're a one-stop place. We can help you in anything you need to do, but we have a product called Index. They're indexed to the market, but there's no downside to them. You can't lose any money in them. And that really makes it nice, because trying to catch up with lost money is, you know, in 2000 when the market went down, it was really 13 years before the market really got back to where it was even again. But then people were also out of money all that time. When they were down, they were having to cannibalize their accounts. So we can show folks how to do that, how to still make a good return on your money and still be able to have it safe and not have to go around, you know, playing catch up. Because always say ketchup's good for hamburgers, but it's not good for your investments. You don't want to do that.
Right. What is the best way to get started with you? And is there a certain age that you recommend, or is it never too early to start?
Well, I would say it's definitely never too early to start planning for retirement. I would say that typically we run into a lot of procrastinators, and I'm guilty of it myself. So we do have some clients that are maybe, you know, 5 years out from retirement, and what we find is that they're really limited in what they can do in that amount of time. So definitely the earlier the better. And depending on, you know, how much savings or investment someone already has is going to determine what we would recommend, because of course we want to look at each client's individual situation and assess their needs and as well as their dreams. I mean, if you have somebody that has a very specific goal of what they want in retirement, or a specific lifestyle that they want to maintain, those are things that we take into consideration.
And it always can start simple with a phone call. Your offices are open if you want to come meet in person, or virtual meetings are an option as well. Gentlemen, I know we're going to talk to you again here in just a few weeks. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.